Saturday morning, and we did say we were going to take a look at that big hoop tunnel, give it a bit of a tidy out, because yesterday they said it was going to be quite a sunny day. Today they forecast rain all afternoon, but even so, it's not going to stop me having a look. So we'll pop out there, we'll get that net off, and we'll take away any plants that we don't want anymore. Probably give it a bit of a weed, and then we'll get that net back over at top sharpish before those butterflies turn up, because we have got brassicas in there. So let's go and have a look at what situation is in that hoop tunnel. So you can see that we've got a few bits and bobs in here. Some definitely need coming out. They've had it. The strawberries are still doing well though. So we'll get this net off and pull out those plants that are no good to us anymore. Snails. So there we go. Plenty going off in here. Got some really nice carrots in there. I think those tops might need covering up. That has got a massive top on it. Don't tempt me again, I'll pull it up. A nice one there as well. Leave those, it's not what we're here for. But we are here for things like that. These plants are all bolted, so they're not going to do anything anymore. So we might as well just take those out. Straight in compost. We've also got these, they've definitely had it, so let's get them out. These are dwarf broad beans, and now the compost. But it is leaving a bit of a gap between everything by doing this. That is the only broad bean that I've seen on these plants all season, so it's just as well we're taking them out. But we are creating quite a bit of breathing space for other plants now. Well, we've got a bit of clearing up to do with old leaves under these brassicas. But we've certainly made a bit of room already. But I think I'll just give it 5 minutes until rain stops and them church bells. I did say the other day, as well as moving on those spring cabbages into their own individual cells, that I was going to sow some more spring onions as well. And then I realised I already did. We did these quite recent, and I'd forgot all about them. 2 different types of spring onions. And you can see that they're coming along nicely. And we only did those about a week ago. Well on the way, which is brilliant. I've got 2 containers of lamb lettuce and all, and they keep drying out. I can see that there's a little tiny bit of germination happening, but not much at all, and that'll be down to them keep drying out when it's sunny. So because it's lettuce and it's very cold out here, we'll pop these containers outside, then we'll probably see a bit more germination over the next couple of days. Well, that's them 2 sorted out. I'm still going to get a few more minutes because I don't want to be shouting over at bells. Just before we pop back outside to this hoop tunnel, thank you very much to Chico's mummy for making that super thanks donation yesterday. Massively appreciated, as always, and we'll get that money put to good use for his autumn winter plantings. So thank you very much for that, it's really generous of you. We've also got some of them cherry falls dwarf tomato plants in here, and it looks like we've got a few we can take off. So while we're doing this, we might as well take these off, and then I'll probably pull these plants up. Some have just fell off because they're overripe, but at least they're not split, that's a good thing. even outside, just left their own devices, and these are still done really well. I might leave those in for a bit longer actually, because there's quite a lot of tomatoes left on there. And then we've got a couple of leaves on here that need taking off, they're no good. Next one we've got some of these sweet bell pepper plants, and they've got nothing on them, they're not going to do anything at this time of year, so they might as well come out as well. There's a bit more space. We'll strip all these old leaves back off these cauliflowers while we're here as well. I don't think these cauliflowers are going to do anything anyway. I've just noticed that one has gone discoloured. Just not had much luck with cauliflowers this year at all. If I take all those away, I'll show you that one that I'm talking about. Right there, it's all gone discoloured, so that's no good. I've got one of those round courgette plants here, and it's got a fruit growing on it. Not sure if that's going to come to anything, but it's trying. Right next to it, we've got a cucumber plant. It's a little fat cucumber, that one, but I'm going to take it off. That's better than nothing. And there's another cucumber plant right next to it, but that's not got anything on it that I can see. Oh, I stand corrected, it's got a little fat one growing on it as well, so we'll just take off some old leaves and let that grow on a bit longer. Meanwhile, we'll tidy the leaves at the bottom of these cabbages. They're just going to attract slugs. Try and keep that centre nice and clean. Leaves like that are no good. Get rid of these ones on edge as well, because butterflies will probably get to those and lay eggs through mesh. Same thing on this side. We'll do the same thing here. Old leaves, get rid of. It's a bit of a tidy, but it's going to help things grow a lot better. There's a cucumber there, it's grown right over this side. We'll put that back over that way, keep these cabbages clear. It looks a lot tidier already. Never hurts to check again though, you always miss something. I don't think this one's going to do much, especially with that big fat slug stuck to it. That's huge. That is proper minging, but it needs to come off. What's happening with his beetroots? Definitely got some nice sized beetroots down here. Brilliant. We'll be able to harvest some of those very soon. And the spring onions look alright too. Got more carrots this side that we're trying to keep clean. Again, quite a big top on that one. Let's keep those covered up. Pull a few weeds out as we're going round. So tempted to take some carrots out today. I think all in all, that's a job that we're worth doing. We've just got a lot of tidying up to do outside Hoop Tunnel now. But main thing is, now we've done that, we need to get this net back over, because now it's stopped raining. Those white cabbage butterflies won't be far behind. Well, that were definitely worth doing. It's all tidied up now. A lot of decaying foliage has been taken away, a few weeds, and we've pulled up some plants that we don't really need anymore. Now everything's got that much more room to grow. We even got a little harvest while we were doing it. Definitely worth the effort, and we can move on to another job now, because when you get to this time of year you are going to get a lot of plants that basically stop producing, get a bit old and tired, and are surrounded by dead, decaying foliage. So it's a good idea to go around everything and check for that, because as you've just seen, those slugs don't need much of an invitation at all. If you want to see what we're going to be doing tomorrow, please hit that subscribe button, press that notifications bell, and I look forward to seeing you then. Take care.